October 29th, 2023. I am trying to bring you live streams Sunday afternoons at around 3 p.m. Eastern time. The only time in which I am not going to make these live streams possible is if I'm traveling for my job, or perhaps my YouTube channel, or maybe I'm on vacation. Okay, but I'm going to try to give you, going forward, live streams at 3 p.m. Sundays. So make sure you mark your calendars, okay? That's what I'm going to embark on. I urge you to come in with audio-related questions so that I can go through them, okay? You have plenty of time to think throughout the week as far as what questions you may have. I am going to try to give you an opportunity to ask me these questions, since I know some of you are not members of my website, jaysaudiolab.com, so you don't really have unlimited access to me. In case you are interested in becoming a member, okay, please check out my website, jaysaudiolab.com. There are different membership groups that you can choose from low to mid to ultra hi-fi. Okay, my ultra hi-fi, in case you want to know, these are the biggest supporters of mine. They are on a special WhatsApp chat room with me, and we essentially communicate every day. And so depending on what I have going on, I am able to come back and quickly respond to any of your questions real time. So be sure to check out my website, jaysaudiolab.com. I want to start out by saying that right now, the biggest thing that's going on is the release next week, November 1st, which is, I believe, Wednesday. It's the release of the new Magico M7 loudspeaker. So let's start with that first, and I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see what I have. I pulled up a picture, actually. So, okay, so here is the Magico M7. So right on the front, in the front of this image, you have the M2, followed by the M3, slightly taller, as you can see. Then after that, we have the M6, a speaker that I had here. So right now, the M3 and the M6s are speakers that I've owned. I have a lot of experience with both of them. Followed by the M7, which is right here. You can definitely see that the M7 is taller and deeper than the M6. No surprise there. Okay. To be honest with you, I have attempted to get you the MSRP on the M7, okay, the price of this M7. And right now, what I am hearing from people who are in the industry, okay, if you must know, what I am hearing is that the M7 will be $375,000 USD. Now, we will know in about 3 days from today if that's indeed the case, but I'm being told it's about $375,000. If this happens to be true, I'm going to tell you that the M7 is, in my opinion, the direct competition to the Chronosonic XVX. Interesting, to say the least, because I never thought Magico, again, if indeed this is true, I never thought that Magico would release a speaker in the $300,000 price bracket. I didn't think they had any interest. I thought they were going to stay with the M6, maybe something in the 200s, but never something that is essentially twice the money of the Magico M7. So think about it. The Magico M6 right now, it's 190 grand, I want to say. So you're talking about the M7 being nearly twice as much as the Magico M6. That's a lot of money for a lot of people. And even thinking about an upgrade for someone who has the M6, it is going to be a significant amount of money on top. So the expectation is quite high when it comes to the performance of the M7. The M7 has to deliver something that the M6 simply cannot deliver. Has to be superior, leaps and bounds to the M6. It better be a cheaper M9, okay? A watered down, for lack of a better word, M9. It better be that speaker, okay? It cannot be an improved M6. Simply, to me, at that price point, you are going against a speaker of this caliber. And let me tell you something, speaking of this XVX Chronosonic. The XVX Chronosonic, okay, is so much better than the Alex. It's not even close. The Chronos, and this is feedback that I've gotten from people, including one of my members from my Ultra Hi-Fi group who went out to listen to the Alex V and the Chronosonic XVX at a Wilson Audio store, and he said it wasn't even close. Okay, the Chronosonic is superior at all levels. So I really hope that this M7 is indeed that much better than the M6. It better be. It better be superior. I'm excited because I've owned just about every Magical loudspeaker. And of course, I did the factory tour. I have done a lot of things with Magico, okay? I like the brand. I consider myself a good friend of a lone wolf. And to actually give you a little context, it's funny because I emailed him and about last week, and I was desperate to find out the price point, okay, of the M7, and he said to me, "Patience is a virtue, right?" So I tried, okay, but he came back with that and basically telling me, "Let's wait until next week and you'll find out." Okay, so very passionate individual, very passionate about what he does. And of course, everything that you buy from Magico is a quality product. Okay, there is absolutely no shortcuts there. I really am about brands that give you a lot of performance, great build quality, and of course, the price needs to reflect on all those qualities. It is very important that you understand that in the ultra high end, which is what I am dedicated to, I'm dedicated to the ultra high end. Nothing is cheap. Everything will be a significant amount of money. Okay, there's no way around it. A lot of money, but it is what it is. I don't make up the prices. I have nothing to do with that. I'm simply the fool. Yes, I'm calling myself a fool. I'm simply the fool who buys. Hopefully, you all can sit back, relax, and enjoy, and be happy at the fact that you don't have to spend the money that I'm spending here in order to entertain you all. First question is PS Audio FR30 and PS Audio FR20, your opinion of them. I saw those speakers at a show, I believe at Munich. First time I saw these speakers last year, or this year, I should say, May of this year. I heard them. Very unfamiliar when it comes to the music that we're playing, so it was very hard for me to more or less gauge what the speaker is capable of doing. They didn't have any music that was dynamic. They didn't have music that I knew. Of course, I didn't hear anything bright, if you want to know, so it doesn't seem to be a bright loudspeaker. Granted, they were using, as they should, their own BHK 600 monos, right? So it sounded really good overall. But I don't have more information, more feedback. The only way I am going to be able to give you a qualified opinion on anything is if I had it in here, or if perhaps I flew into someone's home or showroom and spent a significant amount of time listening to a product. Okay, at shows, it is very difficult to more or less gauge what a component is doing, because remember, you have the room acoustic issues, you have power issues, significant power issues, and remember, they're trying to put on a show for a large group of people, so you have a lot of chairs, multiple rows. You get confused. You're trying to figure out, where do I sit in the middle? Is this the sweet spot? Is it the second row? And sometimes even then, you don't really get an accurate representation of what the product is capable of doing. So at a high level, what I can tell you is it sounded good. How good, I can't really say.